Hello everyone, this is Alejandra Gomez with creatingwithali.com, and I'm very excited because tonight we're gonna be featuring the Carousel Bundle, which I should have somewhere here. Give me a second, because otherwise I'll be losing it. But this is stamp set, as you can see it as. Hold on, give me a second. Because someone is trying to call me and so it keeps blocking. Hopefully everything is fine. So anyway, so this is the one that we're going to be doing. As you can see, it is the stamp set is a photopolymer stamp set. And then we have also the dies. The dies are really cute. They have some other elements that you can use to build a carousel. But it also has like the ones for the stamp images here. So really, really nice. And there's also a cool banner as well that you could use for this one. So definitely excited with that one as well, which is the one that we're going to be using tonight. So, anyway, let me know if you have this bundle, if you like it, if it's in your wish list. Definitely, I am loving it. I really thought it was really cute, and of course with little ones I thought it would be perfect. Also, let me just make sure I am on the right place. So as we wait a little seconds just to make sure everyone is here, we can just make sure that I am in the right place too, because you know sometimes that happens. All right, I see myself, so it's good. Let me see. So hi Gail, hi Nympha, hi Pauline, hi Rhonda. So glad you're making it here. Let me know where you're watching from. I always love hearing or reading actually where you're from. I know sometimes I don't really read all the as we go live, just because sometimes as I am stamping, it gets kind of crazy with the stamping and the reading of the comments, but I definitely love reading where you're watching from. And if you have any questions at any times between now, I mean, if you're live or after later on when you're watching the replay, make sure you ask the question, tag me. I'm always reading them and then answering or following up with you. So don't forget about that. And then also, if you have any crafty friends, please share this video with them. It always helps me. Hi, Pauline from Minnesota. It always helps me as other people can find me. So thank you for sharing the video with your friends. Also, as always, just like or thumbs up. That also helps me a lot. So anyway, as usual, I'm just going to be talking about my class right now. I don't have too many things going on. I'm still not all caught up with everything right after the trip. So it's kind of crazy. It's just too crazy between work and Stampin' Up and the family activities and lots of things. Oh, Rhonda, thank you so much. You are so sweet. So Adi had her graduation yesterday from daycare, as she's going to go now to kindergarten, starting in August. And it was such a bittersweet moment for me. You know, it was just like, oh, it's not my baby anymore. And she's my little one. So I was definitely in tears just seeing her. I'm happy, but at the same time, I was really, you know, with, I don't know, tears of joy. I don't know what it was. It was very, very, very bittersweet for me. But anyway, thanks so much for your words. She did look really cute. So anyway, so let's go ahead and start. Right now, the only thing that I have going on is the card club. And this one is featuring the Lasting Joy, which is with the Countryside in Designer Series paper. So if you are into blues, I think you're gonna love it. Also, it's all foam fold, so every single card features a different foam fold. I definitely love that it's all like, I love that it is like one color family, if you will. That paper pack is amazing. And so this is the card kit for the month of July. So if you sign up between now and July 7th, this is the kit you're gonna be getting. The price for card kit now is $45. Again, if you've already signed up with the previous pricing, nothing is changing with you. You're going to be getting the same kit, but you're already looking at the lowest price of the of the club. Right now, like I said, new subscriptions is gonna start at $45, and this is the kit you're gonna be getting, which includes about $20 to $25 worth of merchandise. It also includes the shipping, so in reality, it is like $36 plus $9 shipping. And so that's a $45. It is all inclusive because it includes also the shipping to you. Also, like I said, it includes like $25 worth of goodies. And also for the month, every month I feature either a bundle or stamp set. And for that month, when you purchase that feature stamp set, you get it at my cost, meaning you don't pay shipping or taxes, so you get it at a catalog price. That's another perk. And of course, when you stay with me for 6 consecutive months, you also get an additional $25 in goodies, where you can pick what you want, or you have the choice of also letting me to surprise you, and I pick $25 for you. So it's the option is yours. But anyway, very excited with this. It continues to grow. So thank you for all your support. And anyway, if you want to read more information about this, you can go to my blog at creatingwithali.com/card club. You can read all the details there. You can subscribe. Just make sure that when you subscribe, go back to the same page. Again, creatingwithali.com/card club. And I'll put here a link once we are in YouTube so that you can see it. But make sure you go back and fill out the Google form, because that's where you're telling me where to ship that club. I don't really like going off of what PayPal says, because, you know, sometimes we don't have the latest and greatest information as far as our mailing address. And so for that reason, I do have that form so that you can fill it up, just to make sure I have the right address. And of course, I also have like your phone number if at any point I need to contact you. I don't really contact you, but every now and then I might have a situation where I have to. And so email is great, but also phone, just in case something is going on. So anyway, other than that, that's pretty much it. I am working on a card class, and I think I'm going to be featuring the Carousel Horses, which we're doing today. So if you're liking the cards tonight, you might be really liking the card class coming up, because I think I'm going to be featuring the Carousel Horses. I've been cutting paper and everything, and I'm just getting more and more excited with that. With the horses, I just feel like they give you lots of different options. These are great for birthday cards, and also I think it's a fun set that you can play with. So anyway, so that's what we're going to be working on. Also, as I mentioned on my last video, in June we have an awesome promotion where the DSP, the designer series paper from the annual catalog, majority of it is at discount. So this is the right time, or the perfect timing, for you to stock up on your designer series paper. The only designer series paper that is not included, let me just tell you, is the families, the designer series paper that goes by the family. So these two are not included. So the in colors, or the ones that goes with like the bright or the subtles and neutrals and the regals, those are not included. But every single other designer series paper from our regular paper, it is included in the sale. So you get any of these packs at 15% off. And even the large one, this one typically is $30. I believe right now it's like $25.50, if I remember correctly. The other packs are more like $10.6 or something. So again, perfect timing for you to stock up. And the other thing is that during the month of June, you can also get the best deal, which is the starter kit, where you get $155 worth of goodies, and you only pay $99. So, and you actually can pick items from the designer series paper, which are already at a discount, and included in the starter kit. The starter kit, like I said, is $155 of whatever you want from our catalog. It does not include host sets, of course, but any other things that we have in that catalog, you can add it. You can even add already some of the online exclusives that are going to be released in July as part of the starter kit. And like typically you get $125, but during the month of June, you actually get $25 more. So right now you get $155 and only pay $99 plus tax. Also, you get free shipping. So really, this is the best time. So if you're placing a large order with me, please, please, please consider getting that starter kit because that's the best deal for you. You also end up saving at least 20% on all your subsequent orders. And of course, you get to be part of our amazing team, which is the Stamping Pals. And one of the perks from my team is that they also get all my tutorials for free. So if you like my classes, if you like getting the tutorials, definitely consider also joining us because I know you're going to enjoy getting all those tutorials for free as part of being in my team. So anyway, if you have any questions about that, just, email me. You can DM me or message me. I'll try to answer all of those. Best it is email. I do like to, I think I prefer the email because it's easier just to go back and forth. And sometimes that Facebook doesn't give me all the notifications. So anyway, let me see. Do you know what we'll be using for? So the card club in July, Marianne, is the Lasting Joy. Now, the next one I don't have. So this is the one. So this is the one. So right now, the one that is shipping next week, it's the beautiful, no. It's the citrus, the sweet citrus. I'm getting all mixed up. So that one is the one that is shipping in June. The one that is going to be shipping July 20th. This is the July kit. It is the Lasting Joy. The next one, I don't know yet. Because again, I am very behind with the designing. And I'll be honest, it's getting a little bit chaotic for me because I'm also traveling from work. And so typically the time that I have for designing is right now being used for also traveling with work. So anyway, I'm a little bit behind. I'm trying to, like I said, I think right now the next card class, but this is a card class, is probably with the Carousel Horses. I think the next card club, I'll be honest, just because I'm getting very excited, it could either be the Masterfully, what is the name of that one? Masterfully Inked? No. Masterfully Ink. No, it's not that. Masterfully Ink Made, or the other one that is like calling my attention to really make the club is the Earth and Elegance Suite, which is the one that has all the I don't know how to, like, the bases with the leaves and the foliage. I've been seeing so many cards with that one that I think I'm gonna go with that. But again, I think that's the next card club, either that one or the Masterfully Made, because I am so in love with that paper as well. So again, we'll see. The other one that is on my list is the Sue Crew, because it is adorable. Like, who wouldn't want to have all those little critters? So again, I'm like, oh, I have too many ideas, little time. Really, it's just little time for me. So anyway, but as soon as I have them, for sure, I'll make sure you know. All right. What else? Okay, so let's just get started with the stamping. Let me flip the camera and go from there. All right, so don't get dizzy. Hold on. Oh, what am I doing here? Let's start doing. Oh my goodness, those bases are super, super cute. Let me move this. Yes. Those bases are super cute, and I've been seeing so many samples with it that I'm like, oh, I need to play with them. So definitely run that. I think, like I said, I think that might be my next card class. No, my next card club, just because it looks fantastic. Now, as usual, here is the host code. So whenever you're placing an order with me, that at least between now and June 17th, which is a Saturday, you'll get the card kit for the cards that we're going to be making tonight. And if your order is $50, minimum orders for the card kit is $35. And if your order is $50, then you also get the, what I'm going to say here, the, goodness gracious, the embellishment that I am using. Now, full disclosure, I'm not sure which one it is. It might be one of the tinsel ones. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. You know me. You know the drill with me. And actually, I don't. Oh, here it is. It's like, actually, I don't even know where my things are. But anyway, so let me start grabbing here the paper, and we're gonna be doing some stamping. So, like I said, I'm gonna make it simple for us. You know, I love doing that. So I'm gonna have here my pieces for the horses. And I'm going to use this horse with this one. I think that you could do really nice things with this one if you go all the way through with the whole doing the carousel. For the Facebook Live, let's just focus on this one and this. for our cards. I want to use sketches. You know me, I love using sketches, and I feel like these two pieces go really well for sketches. Oh, thank you so much, Kathy. You are so sweet. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you are liking what I shared. So thank you. So anyway, so I have already mounted those two, and we're gonna be using Memento ink. Now, my color combination right now for my horses is going to be the Wild Wheat, the Bubble Bath. What is this? The Lemon Lolly. And then I'm also adding the Gray Granite, the light one. Those are the colors that we're going to be using tonight, okay, for the coloring. Also, I forgot to mention, but if you are local, this Friday starts the convention, the scrapbook convention. And I'm going to be there on Friday. And we're actually going to have a class. Jennifer and myself are going to be doing a class there. So if you're local in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, consider joining us. I know you're going to love it. We're going to have a BOGO. I've been going like crazy, putting some things for the BOGO. I will be doing also another BOGO for an online, like sometime in July. But I do still need to bring something for the one in this Friday. So if you're local, come see us. It's going to be 3 of us on Friday, and there's going to be 3 people as well on Saturday. And I think that's all it is, Friday and Saturday. It used to be more days. Nowadays, I think it's like 2 days. So there's 3 people, three persons on, what I'm saying, on Friday, and then 3 on Saturday. And I am on the Friday shift. And we're also going to have a class, like I said, on Friday night. So it's going to be a full day. I'm going to be there the whole day there. So come see us. I would love to meet you. I always love, meeting new people. And it's always so fun when you tell me, that like wish video or whatever you have seen or whatever. It's always so much fun. So anyway, if you're here, consider come seeing us and then shop with us. Cause for the BOGO, I don't know if you know, but you get pretty much everything for free. Like you pick from our Target store, and then you get the same amount of free products from the new catalog. And since we have the new catalog, I'm sure we still have long wish list. So consider joining us, and then get some of that free product, right? And Rhonda, by the way, I forgot to message you back, but I did have that designer series paper that you were looking for, so I have it already in my box, because I know you were asking me about that designer series paper, so I do have it. All right, so now I just stamped those 2 images, these 2 right now. I do have one already done, so I'm just going to be coloring 2 for right now, so we can go ahead and do it. And then we go from there. Ooh, and I probably need to do the sentiments. So for my sentiments, I'm going to be using the bubble. See, like I'm always using scraps. I'm not kidding. Hold on. Let me get, I want this one. And, oh, you know what? I missed the fresh freesia. Let's use fresh freesia. I want fresh freesia too. Fresh freesia. Okay, let's use that. And let me use fresh freesia ink. What is this? Oh no, this is bubble bath. Yes. All right, so I'm going to be using these colors. Okay. So let me stamp the banner and the sentiment. This banner, now I'm going to be making these like birthday cards. There's this let's celebrate, happy birthday, and then you also have the enjoy the ride. I love either of those 2, like literally for those for birthdays, and I think like for little kids this is awesome. So I'm going to go with happy birthday just so that I have them ready. And I say happy birthday and then I pick the let's celebrate. How about that? All right. And so I need that one, and I'm going to go ahead and do that one. So let's do 2 of these. I might need 3, but I think I have 1 already done. So in one of my pieces, I'm pretty sure I'll have 1 of those. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp 1 and 2. And by the way, whenever you are inking the images, just tap, tap, tap. Don't squeeze too much, you know, because literally you're not going to get as much color. You just need to lightly tap it. If you get ink all over the place, I think you're pushing too hard. And you're not going to get any more ink. You're actually going to get less in your stamp. So just tap, 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 and then do this again. By the way, during the Arlington convention, we're going to have a make and take featuring the crafting with you, which I have it out so that I can get ready for that. I'm telling you, I'm so behind on everything. So there's going to be make and takes. Like I said, if you're local, come see us. I'm sure you're going to love it. And then let me get my, ooh. Well, I'm already, oh, here it is. Like, I'm already losing stuff. Let me put everything, let's just clean everything. Because otherwise, I'll be putting things aside and then all of a sudden they get all the stain. I was making a card, I think, ooh, when was this? I think it was for either the paper share, as I was trying to get my things ready, and I think one of them get stained. I was like, Anyway, it was not part of the class, but as I was getting ready, I was getting things stained, and I was getting all so mad. So that's why I'm trying to clean them as I go. So now, for the horses, I want to have something very simple. So all the coloring we're going to be doing is the hair, the, what do you call this? I know there's a name, but whatever you see, I don't know how you call it. And this section, this section. And then I want white horses, but I also want to have them with cheeks. So first things first, let's add some cheeks. So I'm going to be using the light bubble bath. And we're going to go ahead. Saddle. Is that saddle? Maybe? I don't know. I'm like running out of words right now. And then at the same thing, we're going to go ahead and use the light and do the this section. Is that the saddle? I think it's, oh yeah, saddle. Okay. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. I'm like, is this the saddle? Like, you know, I don't know all the words, neither, you know, and in English, and sometimes I'm like, what am I saying here? So anyway, glad I was not too lost. And then I'm going to be using the dark, and I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to make them all the same because I'm using the same color combo throughout my cards tonight. So I'm just doing a little bit more. And then we're going to bring the light and then do some blending. Now I'm trying to do my blending mostly in the middle because sometimes it tends to bleed, and you're going to see it is bleeding slightly here. It's not too bad, and luckily it's pink, but you don't want to be over saturating too much because then it starts bleeding outside. Now for these sections, I'm going to be using the Lemon Lolly, and same thing, we're going to start with the light. Is that the light? And then the dark, yeah, light. And this is Lemon Lolly. I am loving these new colors, you know, I really am. I feel like they go well together. And we're going to be doing this as well. So again, I'm trying to make it simple so that we're not doing a lot of, you know, coloring and stamp, because especially if you want to do multiples, right? You don't want to be taking forever. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and then blend it a little bit. There we go. Now, for these sections, I thought to use the Fresh Freesia. So I'm going to go ahead and do this section. And then I'm going to do like one and one, and then do the light on the other one. I'm not going to do any, just to give it something, you know. And there you go. So I'm using the light and the dark. I don't know that you see it too much, but that's how it looks. And then for the hair, I'm going to be using, now the hair, you can go ahead and do either, I thought you can use gray granite, and then you need the light and the dark just to make it silver, if you will. And then I was recently at Disney, and I saw they had gold hair. So I thought, why not use the wildwood too, you know? Now, I've seen so many of these in many colors, so you can do pretty much any color you want. In fact, I had one. Let me show you. Well, I'll show you here in a second. Just don't let me forget. But I was working. You know, remember that cartoon, Rainbow Bright? I remember they had a unicorn that had a rainbow, like rainbow hair. And I was like, oh, this will be great. Because it has those little areas that you can change in color. So I thought, well, why not copying the Rainbow Bright, unicorn horse, right? Like the unicorn hair. But I didn't do it for this one. But I will show you one here shortly. So I'm using the light, and this will give the effect of gold, which I love how it looks. You just have to be careful. Okay, and then okay, and then we're gonna be doing this section as well. Okay, and once I have those sections, I'm going to bring the white with the dark. And I'm just going to be adding some of the lines, you know, and then just blend it. Let me just do that one. So I feel like sometimes for the blending, you want to go like right immediately, because sometimes they dry and it's a little bit harder. See how it looks a little bit different? I love how this one looks once you have oh, Gail, I'm telling you, like I said, I'll show you here shortly. So just don't let me forget. Because, you know, sometimes you get all carry away with, oh, we're going to do the next step and then I forget. Don't let me forget. So I'll show you, because I actually have color 1. Because I thought, oh, that will be great. Now, of course, my little Addie, she is into rainbows. So if you ask her, that will be her favorite. Although she does like the pink, but oh my goodness. Right now she's in that stage that everything has to be rainbow. And yesterday during her graduations, they had cupcakes, and there were some cupcakes that had the like a rainbow, I don't know, the holder piece. I don't know how you call that thing. The ones that, I don't know, wrap them. Oh my goodness, she was all over, and she wanted to grab all of them. I'm like, Addison, you only can eat one. Do not bring. But she just wanted the wrappers, so pretty much requested the whole family to be eating the rainbow one so that she can get all the wrappers. And I'm like, this is insane. So she's into that. So anyway, you can see how it looks. Now, anytime, so I want white horses because I think those are easier. Now, of course, you can color them in different colors, of course, but I want them to be white. That way, you're not doing as much coloring. And so, for that reason, I have the light granite. Anytime I have something that is white, whether it's flowers, polar bears, horse, whatever it is, I want to accent the white sections with either gray granite, or you can also use pool party light or gray granite light. Now for this one, I'm going to go with the gray granite, and it makes them look like finished. Now I only add some lines like shadow, so it's not the whole thing. And so for instance, I'll go and do like this section and maybe this section. I will do and do that. Okay, and then this one, and then I'll go with that one. And I'm going to do a close-up. See how this one looks compared to that one. It always looks like finished. I don't know what it is, but I love doing that. And again, you can do that with pool party. You can do that with gray granite. Those are the ones that I use the most. I feel like those go really well. And again, I'm just doing some shadows here and there. And that's it. And so very, very simple and easy, right? And those shadows always give something to it. I'm going to try to see, oh yeah. See, like I did, this one was part of our color refresh card class, and we did this one, and it is white flowers. I inked it up with the pebble path, but you can see how I added some of the pool party, and then added some wink of Estella, and even though it's a white flower, it still looks really nice. So. Oh, thank you, Gail. So the baking cups, yeah. So those baking cups were in rainbow color, and she was like, "I want all of them." And I'm like, And it was 6 of us total, right? So we were like, okay, we're gonna each of us grab only those so that she can keep those. Now, granted, it's sustained with the cupcake, so we were like, Addie, we're still gonna throw them out, But at least she kept 2 for, the ride back home or whatever. And she was excited with those. And of course, I make sure those are gone away. But anyway, she was excited. She had some of them. Now, for this one, I'm going to be using now the Fresh Freesia, the dark one. Okay, so this is what we're going to be doing there. And now I'm going to go with the Fresh Freesia. And we're going to be doing these circles, and then I'm gonna go 1 white and 1 on the Fresh Freesia. And this one you do have to be kind of patient, right? Like, don't go too fast, because then you end up getting out of the lines, And not that it matters, but I know I sometimes get all hang up with that, like, Anyway, so we have that, and then we're going to be doing the same with this one. Again, I'm just doing this for, but see, like on this one, I went outside. I could see it. So just be patient. Don't go too fast so that you don't get outside. You can easily do it with the bullet point. But yeah, sometimes I go outside of the lines. Much better. See? So I have that. Alright, and then we're gonna bring our die cut machine, cut and emboss machine, I should say, and then cut out those pieces. So give me a second. we're gonna be cutting out all those pieces. Yes. Like I said, I think I only have the one. I believe I do have the one. And by the way, this machine, not with this thing, I use this one, I don't know. I feel like someone mentioned that it was to make my acrylic plates last longer. I don't know if it's true, to be honest, because it's still they break, but at the end of the day, I still use them and it's there. But anyway, I use this mat for that reason. Now, the mat is not included with the machine. You'll get 2 of the acrylics, but this machine is typically $125 when you purchase from us. It does include all the different acrylics and the embossing plates. And what I was gonna say is that during this time frame, you can add this machine as part of that, what I'm saying, starter kit special. Get another $25 worth of goodies and only pay $99 plus tax. There's no shipping, so you end up saving. So if you don't have this machine, definitely consider getting it right now during this deal, you know, because it is a great deal. Oh, I'm gonna do one by one. So I was gonna take a little bit longer, but I'd rather do it now. We don't have the magnetic plate, so you do, especially when you have color everything. I do like to use my here is my washi tape. There you go. This one looks okay. So let's go ahead and add the washi tape here, and we're gonna be cutting them out. So we're gonna go slower, but I do want to make sure I take my time so I don't mess up here. And look how beautiful this looks, right? I love that. And so let's go and do the next one. And you can use also Post-it. If you have the Post-it tape, that also works well. I think I have mine somewhere here. Anyway, I found I have some of these washi tapes that I was like, okay, let's just use it for right now. But I know somewhere here I have my Post-it tape too. So anyway, so we got our horses here. If you notice, it does cut out the section, right? As well, so it has a little window there, which I like it when they do things like that on the dies. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and do this one. Now this one seems to be tricky because it kind of moves from time to time, so let's just concentrate on this. Someone is trying to call again. I don't know who it was, but anyway. All right, it looks good. So let's just run it through. And then let's try this for the next one and then do the banners. See, it kind of moved. I think it moved again. Let's see. Well, maybe not. Maybe it did good. Ooh, it looks good. Okay. Sometimes it kind of moves a little bit, and if it does, the good thing is it's straight line, so you can cut out any excess, right, of the white. Now, this one seems to be more, like, narrower than this one. Like, on this one, you have more of a white border, and with this one, you don't, which I thought that was different, I guess. I would assume it was the same, but it wasn't. So, anyway, we have that. And again, this machine and bows cut out, so it's pretty good. And this is our large one. We also have the little one, but like I said, this one, if you don't have this one, like this is the time to get it, just because of that is special, right? You get, see, there you go. Like I said, you get $155 for just the $99 plus tax, no shipping. So you end up saving a lot. So anyway, we have this one. It's the same here. And we're going to go ahead and put my washi tape so it's not moving. And then run it through. Okay, and then there we go. So we have that, and then we're gonna do this again with this one. This is the last one, and then from there we're gonna be able to do all our cards. Now, when you're making cards, I always suggest you do all of your stamping, all of your focal points, if you will, because you're gonna see once you have those little die cuts and everything, then it gets so easy to make your cards. It really does. So try to do that. Oh, am I frozen? No, I'm good, right? I think. There we go. Okay. Whew, for a second I thought I was frozen because on my end it just looked like I was frozen, but I wasn't. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't because I clicked on it and it was live. So hopefully we're good. All right, so we had all the pieces. And now we can go ahead and do the cards. Like I said, this is the part. But so here's what I have. And you can see you have these and then I have this one. So that's my main focal point. See, and I have these in multiples. Like I like to do multiples because then it's so much easier. Then you just bring a sketch and boom, you're done. So anyway, oh, Linda, you might want to close and open again. That kind of did it, I guess. On mine, like it kind of froze for a second, but then I click on it and it was live. So anyway, so let's go ahead and do this one first. Hold on. Now I am using the eclectic paper. Where is that one? Which is the big pack. This is the Lively Eclectic. And as the name says, you have like a little bit of everything, if you will. Flowers and patterns and hearts and letters and pretzels and lines and more flowers and dots. So you have a little bit of everything and anything. It's kind of fun. It's a fun pack. And so I decided to go, because of my color combination, I decided to go with these ones, with these two in specific, because I wanted to color coordinate with my pink horses. Okay, that's how I did it. Okay, so this is my first card, and this is a foam fold. So I have a piece of bubble bath that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and a piece of basic white, and this one is, let me see, 3 1/4. Yeah, 3 1/4, and it is 10 1/2. So you're going to score it at 5 1/4, so that when you fold it in half, you get it like so. Okay, so that way it goes exactly like this. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and fold this in half, and so it is 10 1/2, and score it at 5 1/4. All right, so that's what we have. Then I have a piece of basic white that I what am I saying, embossed with the basics folders, and this one is an online exclusive that I have been talking about for the last few, or I think couple of months. Oh, not this one, but there are 3 of them. Let me check the other one. Where's the other one? There are 3 of them. Well, I don't know what I did. Oh, I have it somewhere here because I was using it. So anyway, somewhere here is the other one, because I was using it for this one. But anyway, you get the one that makes the hashes, and then you have the one that has like flowers and the polka dot, and it comes 3 on 1 pack, and it's $30 if I remember correctly. So that's the one that I am using for tonight, and this one is 3 by 5. Yes. So this one is going to go like right here. Actually, I don't think it's 5. I think it's 5 1. Yeah, I cut that one wrong. So let's just cut to 5. I'm like, it has to be 5 because I'm doing 3. So give me a second. See, sometimes I go too fast. So we're going to be cutting that little piece. I'm like, nah, this seems wrong. Let's see. There you go. So I have a nice border around it. Then I have 2 pieces of the light, what was it? The Lively Eclectic or Lively Eclectic? Yeah, the Lively Eclectic designer choose paper. And these are 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/4. Oh, Pam, thank you so much. I'm glad you're liking it. Hi, Estella. Thank you so much, Pam, for sharing it. I really appreciate it. That always helps me a lot. So anyway, so we have 3/4 of an inch, like I said, by 5. And see, I think I did this wrong. Hold on. This should be 5 1/4. And I did 5 3/8. So let's cut this one too. See, like I said, I'm having some issues. Like, I don't know what I was thinking yesterday. When I was coming up with the cards, but clearly I was not doing the right. Like, I am off by 1/8, which is not a lot, but you can tell. All right, so then we have, yeah, because this is gonna go right here, and then we're gonna have this one right here, and then I'm gonna have this one come right here. See, and so this card opens like so. Okay, I also have a piece of, what is this, bubble bath, and I die cut it with the Escalope Contours, and I've used the small one. So it's not the smallest one, it's from the largest to the smallest one, the third one, the one that has stitch marks. Okay, so that one. So it's going to go right here. And I have a piece of basic white, and this one is 2 by 3 1/4. And this one is going to go right here. And I'm going to add my horse. And look how beautiful this looks. Don't you think? It starts looking really nice. Now, as far as embellishments, I was thinking to use this ribbon. Although, let me see, because I think I have an open pack here. Give me a second. I don't want to be opening another pack when I have another one. Oh, here it is. It's like, I know I have one open. I was like, oh. And as far as gems, let's just think about that. Because that's the deal, right? Like, we need gems as well. So, I might go again with the... But do I have tinsel ones? Do I have open ones? I don't want to be... I feel like last class I had to open one. I might have to go with the... Ooh, that one looks gorgeous. Oh, I have to go with that one. Or, look at that. Oh my goodness, I like that one too. I might go with that one. I think I'm going to go with this one. All right, we'll figure out. We'll see which ones we like better as we do this, because I also need to put some ribbon, and I don't know if I like too much pink. But I think this one would look really nice, right? And you can go with the gold or the pink ones, I think. Although this one looks really nice because it has that purple pinkish color as well. So I might go with that one. Estella says she likes the sequins. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see which one we go. And the one that I've used, I think I'm going to end up using this one though. The one that we use, that's the one you're going to be getting when you place an order that is $50, all right? Because that will be the one for your card. For your cards. So anyway, so let's just get started with the whole gluing here, and let's go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and all right, so we need it to be here. And then we need to be here. Oh, actually, I feel like I need to go this way because it looks similar with the smaller one. Yeah. Okay. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and add this one. Let me see. Yes, this one. And I'm going to go ahead and see. This one is going to go like so. Now, you can embellish this one, okay, as well. I'm going to go and leave it that way. And have this one come here. Now, I feel like anytime I do tone on tone, I like adding the dimension. I don't like it to be just flat out, you know. Although this card will have lots of dimensionals because I'm doing that. Because anyway, but I don't know. That's something that I always like. Just adding adding dimensionals. I feel I need one more here, one there. And I know I tend to use too many dimensionals, but that's okay. All right. But I do want to see, I feel like you can appreciate better the layers and the dimension when you have tone-on-toned cardstock, okay? Now, I've seen lots of cards that don't do, like other fellow demonstrators that doesn't do it, and that's totally okay. It's just your preference. If you don't like it, you can use your seal or your liquid adhesive and then glue it down. But I feel like you can appreciate better the layers because it even adds a shadow. I don't know if you can see it, but you add like a little shadow doing that as well. So I love doing that. Now, this one I'm going to be putting on dimensionals. Well, not this one, but this one's. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one flat just because otherwise it'll be like 3 or 4 layers of dimensionals. And while I have no problems with that, I know the post office will. So I'm going to go ahead and put it just like so. Everything flat here. But I could easily be adding lots of layers with dimensionals, you know. And there wouldn't be anything wrong with that. So I'm going to be adding this one center. And then I'm going to go ahead and add this one right here. Now for this one though, I'm going to be using the liquid adhesive. Just to make sure that it stays. There you go. And I'm adding just a little tiny line. Ooh. Now, I personally don't like a lot the liquid because I am messy and end up with glue everywhere in my hands, and I hate having the stickiness. Oh, Linda, you agree with the layers? I know, right? Like, there we go. Now I'm going to be adding this one come here and then have this one come here. I might put this one more towards that way. And then before I glue these pieces though, I want to add my bow and see. Now I could add a yellow bow or a pink bow, right? And what did I do with the bows? The ribbon. I know I put it out. I did took it out, right? I did. Oh, here, it's in front of me. I'm like, what? Like, I know. So let's just think about it. I could go with the, ooh, yellow kind of pop up. Let's see. We can do a bow with yellow or with the pink and see which one looks better. Because I use Lolly, Lemon Lolly. So you have this one and it kind of pop up a lot more. Now, if I want to go and do all monochromatic, I can go with the pink. Let's see. So the pink kind of blends more, and the yellow, the Lemon Lolly, kind of pop up better. I think I like the yellow. What do you think? You tell me. I'm going to put the yellow and the pink. I feel like the pink kind of gets lost in everything going on there. So I really feel like the yellow looks better. But you tell me. What do you think? Oh, Jan. Oh, yellow. Yeah. Jan is asking me if my kiddos are excited about the likelihood of going to Disneyland. on the incentive. Yes, they are definitely excited with that. It's funny because we were talking, my husband and myself, we're like, oh, the next trip is in Disneyland, and Oliver was like, oh, so we're going to Disneyland? And I'm like, what? Like, no, we have to work for it. So he was like, oh okay. But yeah, so you can tell he was excited with that. So I'm gonna go with the Jello. Thank you for asking. But yeah, he definitely was like, oh, so we're going to Disney. I'm like, no, we have to work for that. It's not just like that. So anyway. They love Disney. They definitely love. I mean, I think every kid loves Disney. Who are we kidding, right? So anyway, so now I'm going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on these. Where are the dimensionals? I have them here. Oh my goodness. Oh, here. Under this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add dimensionals. And then we're going to be adding these ones too. Oh yeah, and are you close to me? Seriously, are you close? Because I don't know, I might need a helper. I see your comment. I don't know, where are you? Are you in Texas? I don't know. Yeah, just tell me. Because I see that if I ever need help, you could help, so that would be awesome. So let me know. Oh. Rhonda, Disney Paris. Okay, let me tell you. We love Disney, and we have gone to Orlando several times. And I gotta tell you that Disney Paris, well, it is beautiful and amazing. I want to say that I think I like better Disney World, to be honest. And I had a funny story because we were waiting. You know, they do the parades, right? And we were sitting, around, the main street where everyone is just sitting and whatever. We waited there for like, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes, maybe an hour. The regular time that we all wait for parades and whatnot. And there was one car going, and that's it. And so the whole thing finished, and it was just one car going around with 5 characters. And Addison, because I was thinking about that, like, oh my gosh, is this it? Like, that's it? Seriously? And Addie, when it finished, she said, is this it? And I'm like, I think it is. So she was disappointed with that. Anyway, so the next day, we start seeing everyone sitting again for like the parade and whatnot. And we're like, we're not doing that because it's only one car. So we're like, forget about this. So we didn't do it. We didn't wait at this time. Because like the experience from the previous day, right? So the next day we didn't wait. And we went through to different rides. Because of course everything is empty at that point. So no big lines or anything like that. And on that one in particular, on that particular parade, there were, I think it was 5 cards. Of course, each of them had 3 to 4 different characters. But the cool thing is that later on they went off of the card to like the main area where the castle is. And then Mickey Mouse and his friends were dancing, and then Coco was dancing. I mean, it was like everyone was dancing, and we're like, oh, this is the one that we should have seen. It's still not a lot of the characters like typically in Disney World or Disneyland. But it was better than the one that we saw. And so I was like, So clearly we didn't know exactly what the deal was with the parade. And the one that we waited for was not the one that was worth it. So, but anyway, I still think the one for Disney World is just way better. The shows closing the parks were also really good. But like I said, I don't know. I do love Disney World so much more. So from that end, yes. And then as far as rides for us adults, you know, which granted we were going with Addison and Oliver by ourselves, there were only two like adult rides for us. Only two, and both, including both parks. You can get to everywhere else, but the ones that are, you know, like I don't know how you call those, the roller coasters, the big roller coasters. There were only two, and we did go to them. They were awesome. No complaints on that. But there's only two. While when you go to Disney, I feel like we have way more rides for us as well, not just for the little kids. So, like I said, it was good. It was great. But I don't think the US, you know, is less than Paris. I feel like Paris is a smaller version of the ones that we have and the ones that we have experienced. So, yeah. But it was awesome. Don't get me wrong. It was awesome. We loved it. The kiddos love them. So, okay. So what am I doing here? So I don't know if I went the gold. I feel like I might go gold just because I went with the gold. I feel like if I put the pinks, then it's too pink again, right? But the golds might pop up better. So I'm going to go with the gold. So anyway, I know that they definitely love any Disney. There were no complaints, to be honest. They were happy they were there. But yeah, I know that just the first day on that single parade, Addie did say like, is this it? And I'm like, apparently this is it. I thought it was cute because I was thinking that and she was saying it. I was like, okay. So it was not just me. All right, I'm going to leave it like that. You can add as many as you want, but I feel like the 3 is okay. So there you go. Go for the gold. Yeah, that's what I thought. Gold would be better than the pink one. So there you go. But see how beautiful this looks. And again, you could embellish this one. I thought you could also use one of the little horses as well here. The only thing that I would do with the little horses, I'll be honest, when I was looking into these, let me see, where is the thing? So they're smaller. I didn't like that they didn't have these little things. So I would add like a sequin there just to have the same circle here. Because to me, this clearly goes into the carousel. So if you're using this by itself, I would add either a bow or a little circle. So a sequin will be great. Like if you add one of those, I think it will be great. One of the large ones, by the way. Like I would add one of those and then it will look amazing, right? Like you have your little horse and then one of the sequins. So if you add one of these to the inside of your car, make sure you add something here. I think that will make it better. Okay. All right. So there you have it. So what do you think? Let me do the next one. And again, I'm using the same horse, different layouts, like I said. So they're going to look very similar, but it's just different layouts. You know what I love using sketches. And so that's what we're doing here. So now this one is the thick, but basic white is the thick one. And then we're going to go ahead and fold it in half. Use your bone folder. We have a piece of the bubble bath. And this one is 4 by 5 1/4. Oh, yeah, and I see what you meant, like all the oh yeah, but to be honest, they do kind of help already. So they do help. Addison sometimes is in charge of putting all the stickers for the packets. This one is basic white and it is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So it's 1/8 of an inch smaller than this piece. And then we have again the other piece of the Lively Eclectic, and this one is 1 3/4 of an inch by 5. It should be a 5 1/2. I have it slightly over because I'm going to be cutting it, but it should be 5 1/2 to cover that. And then if you've noticed, I cut out the escalope rectangle, right, from the pink, right, from my bubble bath. So I have this because this is going to be covered. There's going to be layers, and then I'm going to have here. So no one is going to know that there's a hole there. So I love doing things like that because it saves you on paper and also the weight on the card. And then, of course, we have another piece of basic white. And again, this is 2 by 3 1/4. So anyway, like I was saying, so Addison is already helping Oliver as well. Sometimes Oliver helps me putting things in envelopes. The only caveat that is that I have to be paying attention that he's clearly putting everything, you know, like the the cardstock sometimes. And then Addie is the one who sometimes puts the stickers on the packets where your instructions. I always put like a link to download the instructions. That sticker, she loves to help with that. The caveat there is sometimes the sticker is not straight, but you know, she's a 4-year-old trying to help, and I do let her, because at the end of the day, you know, it's good that she is wanting to help. Eventually, if I don't let her, my husband, in the past, I would be very upset, like, no, don't do them. But anyway, Mundo, my husband, has been like, you need to let them help you, because they're going to get used to not help. And one day when you need the help, they're not going to do it because they're not used to that. So you need to let them. So nowadays, like, my philosophy is more like, I need to let them, I need to embrace the help. I do help, you know, when they're helping me, like I do try to guide them, but I try to let them, because otherwise when they grow up, they're not going to want to help, you know? So anyway, so that's the thing, because that has been one of the things my husband always like, let them help you. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll let them. Because, you know, sometimes you want it all to be perfect. And anyway, Addie, though, she does love to do the stuffing of the packets. And, oh, my God, she, like, I can see she is going to love being involved. Oliver does it because he wants to help, but not so much. He doesn't get the same joy that I see in Addison. Addison really loves, like, she is so good at stuffing the envelopes, you know, like, oh, we're going to be doing, like, she makes sure it's all well, like, and she's 4 years, right? So I'm like, oh my goodness. So she gets the joy. So I'm excited to see her later on, even be a demonstrator, right? Like, I'm already seeing her when she grows, like, she needs to be doing this. My goodness, because she really has the joy. He loves that. So that's like my goal at some point, right? Like, I don't know, sharing more of this with her for sure, because I see she is enjoying it. She loves that, and so that's good, you know. But yeah, they do get involved when they can, right? Like, not in every single thing. Like, I don't let them cut the paper yet. They're too little, but you know, one of these days. Okay, so for this one though, so I feel like this one is going to be now with dimensionals, because I only have that layer, and this one is going to go flat, and this one also with the layers. And I think we're going to be doing the same, but you can see it's very, like, it looks similar, right? Different layout. You can see it here. It's kind of like the same deal, but it's different layout. Oh, yeah, Linda. That's the other thing, right? Like, you know, sometimes Oliver, for instance, he's now in first grade, right? So he's now in school, and sometimes they have those I don't know, like the challenge, like Kids Heart challenges and whatnot, and I do put his link and whatnot. But like the other day, like he was like, in the past he was thinking, oh yeah, you can buy it. Like, no, you have to work to earn your donations, right? And so he was like, what? I'm like, yeah, it's not just I give you the money for your donation. No, you have to work. And so I'm trying to teach him that he needs to be working towards whatever goal he has. And if he works, then he's going to achieve it, right? So we're also working on that with him. And so last time it was like, if he reads whatever, like if he's reading his 30 minutes, then he would get $1. I mean, something like that. And of course he wanted whatever the gift was for $1,000, which he didn't reach, right? But he got all the way to like 200 and something, but he was like, oh, I wanted it. Like, no. It's not just you want. You have to work towards that. And so he was like, okay. So we're trying to teach him that. I mean, he's little, but they need to learn that right now. You know, this is the time that you're teaching those things as well. So anyway, we try. We're not perfect, you know, but we try. So yeah. All right. So let's see. There we go. And we're going to be adding those with dimensionals. I love dimensionals. I really do. I feel like they add something to them. Now this one, oh yeah, I still can have something like here. And then I want to add this one with dimensionals. So let's just... All right, and this one I'm going to be adding like on this section, so it kind of balances out. Again, I know I do tend to add too many, but you know, you can add as many. I think I was sharing with you guys the other time. Oh, actually, it was not here, but it was like on our paper share. I was sharing that I saw the other day a video from another fellow demonstrator, and she only put one dimensional, and I was like in shock. I was like, what? Like my brain was like, oh my goodness, almost just the one. Like I couldn't get past that. Just the little things that I pay attention. I was like, oh my god, it's just one. No, we need more. And I don't know, at that point it's like I just couldn't even watch anymore because I'm all concerned with the one dimensional situation going on in one of her labels. Isn't that funny how, I don't know. And I'm sure other people will be like, oh my gosh, she's using like a gazillion of them. I'm like, So yeah, no, I get it. We all have different preferences, right? So anyway, so we have that. And then of course we're going to add the bow. So we're going to be doing the same deal because again, I'm just following a sketch, but it's the same kind of, the same, what am I saying here, elements, if you will, right? Like the bow, the gems, the same horse, same color combination. Like I said, this is a great way to use the sketches. And like, if you ever are struggling with coming up with card ideas, always just stamp, get some focal points, you know, and then, you know, you could, just bring sketches and get busy. It always helps me a lot. Always. So, anyway, let's go ahead and add this one. All right, and then we're going to be adding some of the gems as well. And we're going to go ahead and add maybe one here. There you go. So again, you can add as many as you want. We have card number 2. I definitely love how it's coming up with the pink, with the yellow bow, to be honest. All right, we're going to go to the last one. The last one is very simple as well. You're going to see, here we go. This one I end up using a little more of designer series paper. So again, we are using the thick cardstock, 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to be folding it in half. And even though I score, I'm still using my bone folder. It kind of corrects if I go a little bit weird, you know, like if I'm not totally straight, that kind of helps me. I do score sometimes, especially for when I am designing, just so that I can kind of see how things line up. But I still use my bone folder when I am folding my cards. Now, this part of the designer series paper, or this piece, it is 4 by 5 1/4. Yes, 4 by 5 1/4. So this one is going to go right here. And then I have, this is the second largest of the same die set. So this is, again, scallop contour dies. And from the largest to the smallest one, you go with the second one. This one has pierce points, I guess, rather than the stitch marks. Pierce marks, sorry. So it's like little dots. So you can kind of distinguish that way. Where the other ones that we use on the other 2 cards had stitch lines, so little lines there. So that set is one of my favorites because you have several, each of the different rectangle has a different type of embellishment in their border. So I love this set so much. I think it's one of those that you use over and over. Now, I also have a piece of designer series paper, and again, delightfully eclectic, and this one is 2 5/8 by 3 7/8. Oh, Linda says, funny, I love that 3D effect because people, I know, right? It does. Yeah, I love, that's why I like having the dimensionals because it adds some more dimension to your cards. And even though these cards are handmade, it just makes it, I don't know, special. You know, it's not, because you know, if you ever go to like what is this other? It's not Hallmark, but there is another car making company. It's like Papier. I don't know what it is, but they usually have like, it's very simple, and I'm always drawn to their cards. It's like very simple, one color card base, and then they might have like a teddy bear pop up, and it just looks amazing, right? Like a Pierce bunny or a pierced paper pierced piecing bear or whatever, and it's all in dimensionals, and it looks amazing. So I'm like, and it looks really high quality, you know. I feel like the dimension of the cards make them even like higher quality. I don't know what, like in my mind it kind of looks like that brand. It's not the Hallmark, it's a different one. I don't remember right now the name, but it always, like every time I go out, I'm like, and I see them, I was like, oh my gosh, I just love it. And it's usually one that has dimensionals or foil things or paper piecing. It's just like, it always looks so great. And it's not big either. It's also like little elements. It's not like a huge element on the card. The card might be regular size or a 6x6, but still the element is smaller enough. But it's the dimension that call always my attention. So anyway. So, okay, so we have, papyrus. There you go. Yeah, that's the one. Thank you, Sandy. I'm like, I know it's something like papers. I just love them. Oh, those cards. Oh my goodness. I love them. And they're very expensive. At least the last I checked, they were expensive cards, you know? And our cards, you know, look amazing too. So, anyway, I love their cards too, though. They're gorgeous cards. Yes, papyrus cards are so nice. Exactly. Okay, so now this one, we're going to be also doing this with dimensionals. And we're going to be adding, here's like the third horse. Like I said, I know I had another horse. So we're going to have, same thing. We're going to be adding this one right there. And then I'm going to be adding this one right here, right? And then I'm going to be adding this one right here, popping it up, do the bow. See? So it's just simple sketches, right? Very simple. It's just get your color combination, get your focal point, and then just play it with the sketches. That's all it is. I'm telling you. That always helps a lot. Which I know I had mentioned, I'm going to be releasing again the Designer Series Paper Challenge, where we do a ton of cards, right? Before opening again the Card Making 101 class. My situation was that by the time I was going to open it, then we have the incentive trip and I wouldn't be able to follow along. And I didn't want to have that happening. But I'm looking at the schedule and hopefully soon we can have it, because I feel like that's really, really good. Oh, okay. So let's see. What do we have here? Let's see. So we have that. Let's see. What are we talking here? Let's see. I see some comments. All right. So, Pat says that she loves also that company, but they closed the shop in NP. Oh, that's sad. And then Gail mentioned Target carries them here in Michigan. Oh, okay. So they might have, space in the Target area. I don't know. Like I said, I've seen it here and there. There is here in Frisco, there is a paper, I don't know if it's still there because I haven't seen it since the pandemic, you know. I don't know. I haven't gone there in that long. And but there was a store that had, it was all about paper, and I loved it because they would do your invitations, like any sort of invitations that you wanted. And they would also have all sorts of little trinkets, but it was all about paper, like journals and agendas and napkins and cards and invitations. I mean, it was all about paper, and they always have some sort of little other specialty or boutique type of things that look so nice. Oh my, I would spend there hours. I wouldn't buy much, to be honest, But I just love seeing, and I love always going through the colors. Oh, and then they have all the wrapping paper, which, oh my goodness. I would be like, if it were just me, I would be buying tons and tons of wrapping paper. I would not use it, but I would have, it would be the same situation as with the designer series paper back in the day, right? Because now I use it a lot, but back in the day when I started doing the Stampin' Up, I didn't want to be using my designer series paper. So I have kind of the same relationship with the wrapping paper at the time. I think now I do use them for like kiddos, and I try not to buy it, because if I just buy it because I like the design, I wouldn't use it. So now I have to have like a specific reason as to why I'm buying the wrapping paper, because I've always had something for paper. I love the paper, and I love the colors, and I love the foils. And you know, they're always, those specialty stores always have those fancy papers, and I would just spend hours and hours. And like I said, I never really bought stuff because I would not use it, you know. But oh my goodness, I don't know, in my head is like, I wish I could work on some place like that, because I would just love sorting and, you know, going through their stuff every single time. So anyway, let's see. We're gonna go ahead and add, oh, this one. All right, so let's take all the little things. Oh, and again, don't let me forget about that other, the rainbow horse that I was telling you. I'll show you here. All right, so we have that. And then we're going to go ahead and add the bow. Oh, should I add it here now? Because I feel like I don't have as much space here. I think I put everything down. I don't know. We'll see. If not, we'll put it where the other ones have been. No, I don't like it there. I might do a smaller bow, if anything. So let's do a smaller bow. Not on the top. I didn't like it for this car, I guess. And then I can just move things around. Yeah, much better. Okay. Okay, so now I feel like I'm going to be adding it right here. Yeah, still within the frame of the card. Ooh, I don't have, oh, there's the last one here. So let's use that one. Okay, so we have that. And then we're going to be adding the gems. I'm going to be adding them this time here. There you go. And again, you can put as many as you want. When you place an order with me using this host code, at least $35, you get the card kit. But if it is $50, then you'll get also a pack of the pastel adhesive backed. This is right. Pastel adhesive backed sequins, which are this ones. You can see it goes really well. Also, any order above 150. Don't use the host code, because you'll get host rewards. Although, like I said at the beginning of the video, if your order is 150 or more, consider getting that Starter Kit special, because you get $155 of products of your choice, but you only pay $99 plus tax. So it is the best deal. So anyway, so here are our cards. Let me know which one is your favorite. I think I like the first one just because it's a foam fold, and I love foam folds. Let me show you the one with the rainbow. Hold on. I should have it somewhere here. So, like I said, I was thinking of the rainbow, right? Let me show you here. And look at that. And I might do this one in red instead of the yellow. But look how beautiful. And let me show you here. I was kind of playing with this. Because again, I think I'm going to be making a card class with this one. But you know how we have the balloon thing? The balloon card, Memories and More or something like that. But you can see how you can make it with other colors and have there. It looks so bright. This one is, like I said, inspiration came from the Rainbow Bright. And I kind of saw what the colors they have. And I just love it, you know. If you have a boy, because I know this is more for like girls. But if you have a boy, you can use, you can do something similar with a blue. Change your designer series paper with blues and you'll have the boys, you know. And this pack of ribbons, right? They have blue, yellow, and the pink. So you could easily make the bows, right, with that one. So like I said, you can go like, if I thinking of Addie, this is going to be my Addie. If I'm thinking of Oliver, this will be for Oliver. And then of course you have this one for girls, which I know Addison is into the pinks. It breaks my heart. She should be a purple girl, but she's into pinks. Although I'm little by little, I'm telling her, I'm convincing her purple. And she does like the light purple. So I think she is a fresh person too. But she loves the pink for sure. So yeah, like I said, you can play with this. Let me just show you again the blue and the rainbow, right? And you can do any other color. I was also thinking if you're using the balloon paper, right, like this one, the bright and I think it's bright and beautiful or beautiful and bright paper. You can use this color combination for that one. I was just thinking about that one, like, oh, it would be really good if you had something like that. Like I said, this one was more of a rainbow and bright type of situation that I was like, oh, I need to do something with that one. Just because I remember seeing the unicorn with the rainbow hair. And so that was the inspiration. However, later on, as I started playing with it, I thought, oh, that paper gives you a good color combination that you could use for the hair, right? Like this one. And then make it coordinate with your cards. And again, you can use this paper as your designer series paper throughout the cards. So I feel like we could do something like that. So like I said, multiple options. I feel like this one is the best one. One of the best sets that we have for like kiddos, birthday cards. So anyway, like I said, let me know. So Linda, she said, it's the pink for you. Oh my goodness. So you are a pink lady, huh? Okay. Let's see. What else? Do we have more comments here? I don't see comments. What happened with the comments? I hate that I don't see comments. Here we are. Okay, let's just see. Oh, Pat says that she loves all of them. Lila says all of them are pretty. So thank you so much. Gail liked the rainbow. Pat also said number 1 is the favorite. I know, this one is really nice. I like that one a lot. Rhonda liked the blue one. Yeah, the horse with the blue. Yeah, that was really good, right? Oh, Pat, you're a team pink. Ultra are cute. Love all 3. Okay, Flo says she likes all of them. Linda says the same. So all of them is the pink for you. And Rhonda says she likes them all. So anyways, again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here with me. And like I said, if you're local to me, come see me at the Arlington Convention on Friday. I think it's going to be awesome to meet you. And like I said, we're going to have a BOGO and we're going to have a class. And so anyway, but regardless of that, come say hi. I love meeting you. I would love to meet you there. So anyway, so thank you so much. Like I said, go ahead, place your orders, use the host code. Unless your orders, it's more than $100, then consider the starter kit. That will be the best deal ever. Because again, you get $155 in products, but you only pay $99 plus tax and free shipping. So definitely that's the best deal. Plus all your other orders, anything that you have in that wish list, it's at least 20% between now and October. So it is a good deal. Any questions, let me know. All right. I'll be more than happy to help you. So thank you so much. And I'll see you next Tuesday. All right. So thank you. Bye for now.